Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video we're going to be creating the scraper to extract real estate properties data from Austrian based site Willhaben.at from the immobilien section in particular, and a couple more previous videos before this one. Eventually we did obtain this sort of a postcodes JSON file that would allow us to crawl through literally all the areas available in Austria to scrape the real estate properties data from there actually. So this is the project I've been working for one of my clients, and as far as I really want to share the source code with you, and I can't really share the source code that I've written for my client, that's the reason for I will go for a slightly simplified version in terms of data extraction here, but I'll keep the crawling logic exactly the same as it was in my original project. So what are we supposed to be doing here? So let's consider I guess these are the flats for sale, okay, and some sort of a postal code area, and let's go to search some properties. So first we'll crawl through all dislike links that would relate to the specific area ID and parent area ID. So here we got our area ID, and this province area ID stands for the what is known here as parent area ID. And then we'll go through all the pages right over in here and extract the property cards data. So in my original real world project I was crawling through this card listings to get the detailed information, but here we'll limit just to scrape their like kind of title, square area, floor area, and this price. So all kind of this short descriptions here. So if you're interested, let's actually start writing some code. So here I have a file called Willhaben.py, and first let me define what this script is gonna be doing. So I say like script to scrape a real estate properties data, let's say Austrian real estate properties data from Willhaben.at, okay, and by Code Monkey King. That's me, by the way, for those of you who don't know yet, but I'm also known as Code Monkey King. Okay, so I really like this sort of a headers to start the source file with. This looks pretty nice, basically. Okay, so we need to import some packages first, and I need to say import SCRAPY, and then from SCRAPY.crawler import crawler process to being able to run this script, to run this scraper from the Python script. Then from SCRAPY.selector I want to import selector to debug the data extraction logic using the local HTML file copy, HTML response copy stored to the HTML local file. And then we'll need to import the URL lib to URL encode the string query parameters, and also I would like to import the JSON module to print the extracted data. And now we need to provide the Willhaben scraper class, and let's call this class called Willhaben scraper. It would inherit from SCRAPY.spider, which is the general purpose SCRAPY spider crawler. Now we need to provide the name, so say scraper or spider, call it however you want. Name, and the name equals, let's call it Willhaben. And now we need to provide the base URL that would be equal to just copy this one, and base URL would be equal to everything that goes before the question mark, because this is the base URL. And also we'll need to provide the string query parameters, and I create the params variable that would be the type of Python dictionary. And now instead I just need to everything that goes to the right part of the question mark. So area ID would it be, well, we don't need the particular values at the moment, so I just leave them blank. So parent area ID, I just leave it blank as well. And also we'll need to make use of custom headers. So custom headers, I say headers, this would be the type of Python dictionary as well. And now I need just to grab my user agent name from the browser. So just invoke the developer tools, go into the network tab and trying to update this, and go in literally for whatever, doesn't matter. So whatever element here, I just want to grab my user agent, copy, and paste it over in here. Okay, so this is nice. And also I need to not to forget to provide the main driver. So I would like to say if name equals to main. Well, in this case we need to run our scraper, and I create the process variable that would be the instance of the crawler process, like this, and then say process.crawl and use the Willhaben scraper as an argument to crawl here, and finally saying process.start to actually invoke our spider. Now I will open let me just close this one first. I will open the terminal of the current working directory, and by simply typing python 3 willhaben.py I'm starting my scraper, and everything seems to be working just perfectly well. Okay, also here we'll need to keep track of the pages we're crawling through. So I say like current page counter, and here I'll say like current page, and it would be equal to 1, because they start from the page number 1. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's keep it basically. So let me think if this is it. Well, if I did miss something, I'll add this later on. So now we need to provide the crawler's entry point, which is known as the SCRAPY spider's base class we're inheriting from in our Willhaben scraper. The method that the SCRAPY spider class starts to crawling URL from starts to crawling URLs with is known as the start requests, and it only takes the self instance, and that's kind of it. So now okay, so I just see what I missed here. So also we need to init our constructor. So this is the object-oriented programming specific stuff. I just want to say dev init, which is the standard Python method for initializing the constructor. So it will take only the self instance, and what are we supposed to be doing over here? We need to load our postcodes to JSON and process it. And in order to store the results, we need to create the postcodes list. So I say postcodes would be equal to empty Python list, and here we need to create the postcodes content, and the content would be equal to empty string for a while. Now we need to open postcodes.json file, and here we say with open, and we're using the postcodes.json, and we want to read the file stream as file, and now we need to look for a line in f.read and populate our content by the line, by each line, and eventually we need to parse postcodes, and I say self.postcodes will be equal JSON.load. So I'm using the JSON loads method in order to parse this content and just providing the content here as well. And let me just try to print, well actually I can do this already within the start requests. So let me just try to print, anyway we will need to loop over, so loop over postcodes. So here I can simply say for postcode in self.postcodes, and what have I done? I just want to print the postcode, and it would contain two kind of features. Let's say area ID, right? Let's say postcode area. Oh, let me just say the label just to print the textual data. Okay. It would give an error now because we're not crawling anything within the crawl request, but that doesn't matter really that much. But at least we got our postcode been initialized correctly. So this is nice. And now we can already can create generate next postcode URL. So I create the next postcode variable that would be equal to self.base URL plus, and now we need to make use of this URL lib. Okay, not now, sorry. So now we need actually to meet our parameters. So yeah, before generating the link, we need first to init string query parameters. Okay, and we say like self.params, and here we got our area ID, and also we got our parent area ID beast. So this guy would be equal to area ID, so the postcode we're currently looping over, so postcode area ID, and this one would be equal to postcode and province area ID, which is known as parent area ID. Okay, paste, and now let's actually try to generate the postcode. So self-base URL plus, I'll using the URL lib dot parse dot URL encode and self.params to encode this kind of string query parameters. And now let's hold our breaths and try to print the next postcode URL and check this within the browser. So here we got some, and I just want to pick the random one here and check this within the browser if it actually works. So paste. Okay. Well, probably this one doesn't really have that much of the data, so let me just actually try to break after printing the very first one, because yeah, obviously some won't have the properties inside, because just nothing to sell there, I guess. So let's copy this one, and we'll be working with this sort of page first of all. Okay, perfect. So here is the page. So the link has been generated perfectly well, and now we need to crawl next postcode URL. So here I can say, here I need to say yield SCRAPY.request and provide some parameters over in here. So the URL would be equal to the next postcode, and headers would be equal to self.headers, and what else? The callback function would be equal to self.parseCards, and this is it basically. Yeah. Okay, I will just leave this break statement during the debugging process. I'm just wondering if we need to meet a container to port forward, say, our postcode label. Well, we could have do that. I'm not sure if we really need doing that. Yeah, we can do that just to keep track of, just to bring some debugging information. So let's say the meta would be equal to so postcode, and I'll be using the postcode label to provide the textual definition of the current postcode we're crawling through. And also we could have provided the count. So let me specify. So postcodes counter. So I just create a count variable that would be equal to 1, right? And also we can provide our count, just print this in debugging information, so we can track where our crawler is currently at. So count, and here we obviously need to increment postcodes counter. So I need to say count plus equals 1. And also I forgot one more little important thing here. We need to reset current page counter every single postcode, because when we would be crawling through the pages within every postcode, the counter would be increasing. So we need to reset somewhere, and this is the right place for doing this. So I say self.current page would be equal to 1. Okay, so okay, also I guess we could have make so let me just try to see the string query parameter for a page. So here it is, just called page. Okay, I guess we can provide the page itself as well. So initially okay, let me think. Yeah, I guess this is pretty safe enough, so we can specify the page equal to 1 over here. So it would be overridden, but every time actually the current page has been reset every next postcode we encounter, so that should be just fine. Well, at least that's what I did in my production code that I already get paid for. And this works, and that's just brilliant. Okay, so now let me define the callback function here. So parse property cards and def parse cards. This method would take the self instance as always, followed by the response object, and here we need to have two parts. So first to actually extract the data from the cards itself, and then to actually handle the pagination. But we'll start with the data extraction. So the very first thing to consider here, we need to look for property cards, and we can say for card in response.css, and now we need to find the proper selector for our cards. So let me just try to inspect this sort of an element here. And by the way, yeah, also, well, as far as we're making the only request, the custom settings regarding concurrent requests and download delay aren't on the cards, but when we would be crawling through the entire site, that has this significant value, because otherwise you just eventually get not being blocked, but just the gibberish data in return. So there is a tricky anti-scraping measure in this Willhaben.add site. So in order to bypass that, you need to specify the concurrent request per domain equals to 1, as well as the download delays equals to 1 as well. So I'm just trying to find the okay, I think this article okay, no, this one. Okay, so div id result class result list. Okay, search result entry copy. So we're looking for the article and class equals to search result entry. Well, I'm not sure, is this space really necessarily needed? So let me just first try to print to find out if there is actually something available or not. So let's see quickly. Why we got only 3 cards? Okay, yeah, so that really didn't matter basically. Okay, so now we have, so it's important how many we got this. So let's also print the length of this guy, because we'll need that to calculate the pagination total pages number extraction logic. So well, first I just want to print the length of this guy. Okay, 24, perfect. So I just wanna keep some hint for my own self, just in order not to forget this. Okay, and also we could have actually extract, yeah, this kind of postcode. So extract metadata, and we have our postcode that will be equal to response.meta.get and the postcode, and also the count. This is just for the debugging purposes, nothing much. So response.meta.get, and we got our count here. Okay, but for now I just want to get rid of these guys. I also want to get rid of these guys as well. And here I provide some code that won't be that is not included into the production version, but as far as this is some sort of a tutorial, I would probably leave this. So here we need to store response locally as HTML file, and I say with open, let's call this res.html, I'll call this response, and we want to write the file stream as file and f.write response.text, and let's actually do this now. Okay, now we got our response. I hope it's just okay there. So we'll see if it is okay actually. And now we need to so local response content. So content would be equal to empty string and load local HTML file, and with open read the file string this time as file, and for line in f.read I just want to say content plus equals line. And the very last thing to consider, we actually need to init SCRAPY selector, I would say manually, because here it's done automatically within the response object, and here we just kind of faking this response object with the response variable that I'm creating here, and I say selector, creating the selector constructor with the arguments text that is equal to content. And now, in order to run this separately from the entire scraper, I just need to comment out all this stuff. And here I say debug data extraction logic. Okay, and I just do everything by hands now, so I would say Willhaben scraper, oops, copy. So Willhaben scraper dot parse cards, and it takes the Willhaben scraper instance at the first argument, and I just take the response object here because we would be making use of this variable instead. And now we can actually do literally the same, but without running our scraper. Okay, and the same with for results, I guess. So perfect. And now let's actually start providing our data extraction logics. So property card features are next to extract here. So I define the features dictionary, and I just want to print JSON dumps and our features, and specify the indentation equals to 2 spaces just to print the JSON data in the console. So now let's go for our data extraction logic. So this seems to be the title, right? Okay, let's inspect this one. So span item prop name, perfect. So I say like title, and now we're not looking within the response but within the card recursively. So card.css, we're looking for the span with the item prop equals to name, and we want to extract the text out of there and get the only element. So let's have a look if it did succeed actually. Okay, seems like we got our responses, but we need to modify this content slightly a bit. So okay guys, hold on a sec. Okay guys, sorry, I've just been back, just had a dinner and several important phone calls. So, and now we can actually move on. So the last thing we've stopped was okay. So I need to replace the new line characters and strip the strings. So here I can simply say like replace and the new line character with an empty string, and also I want to strip it. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, now it's much better. So now we can move on basically, and the next thing to consider, so we've just extracted this one, so now let's extract the price basically. So just can inspect this one, span class pull right. Well, this might not be the best ever weapon of choice regarding the selectors. Pull right, some bootstrap specific I guess. Nevertheless, let's try it. So I don't like it, but let's try it, maybe it works. So here we define the price, and I say card.css and span with the class equals to pull right, and trying to extract the text out of it and get the only element basically. Okay, yeah, as I was expecting, it doesn't work really. So let's have a look at the price within the source code. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, yeah, the most weird HTML file layout I've ever seen. Basically, it is available, but it's just so weird for some reason. Okay, just, yeah, it doesn't seem to. So, so this is this is a sad story that I can't really see much of. The price, it is available within this. Oh my god, what have I done? So it is available href. Strange why it's all being the same basically. Please, I don't want to spend hours on debugging the selectors now. Paste. Nope. So, okay, don't tell me I need to extract this data from this weird. Okay, from this weird script text. Okay, so I will drop the price for now and see if something else is actually available. Well, I guess not. Disk left. Yeah. Okay. Nope. Actually, desk left is available. Maybe the pull right is available as well. Come on, pull right. Well, it is available, but why only once basically? This is strange. Oh, okay, let's go for the floor area for a while. So maybe we have don't we have a price here? I'm just wondering. Come on, don't we have a price really? Okay, I will just go for what is available, and so just let's drop the price for a while. So let's extract the floor area, and it will be equal to car.css and span with a class of. Я тебе хвост оторву сейчас. А ну пошел нахер отсюда быстро. Sorry guys. Some neighbor's cat is trying to actually trying to fuck my cat. She's a girl, and this Я тебе хвост оторву. Ах ты ж сука. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Sorry for that. So div class and desk left, right? Not JSON serializable. Yeah, obviously it's not. So get one. Okay, and yeah, text. Okay, and also let's extract. So let's replace the new lines by empty strings and eventually strip the data. So now we get the bare floor area, which is perfect. Okay, and let's move on basically. So the next thing to consider would be the address. So let's inspect this one. Okay, I'm wondering, is this selector available? Yeah, hopefully it is. So now I can simply say like address equals to car.css, and we're looking for a div with a class equals to this, and we want to extract the text, we want to get element, and I guess, yeah, replace the new line would be needed as well, because I saw the new lines there, as well as strip should make sense here. Okay. Okay, and also, yeah, I see like this postal code data. So how many? So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I just can go like this. I just copy. I know this is a really weird way of doing things, but this would work, I guess. So replace like this, and one more. Okay, perfect. Now we got our address is fine. Well, it's not that much of address, so let's probably better call this location instead. So because it's not the street address in particular, I guess, just some sort of location, and that's the weird stuff regarding this stuff in particular. Okay, so what else do we have here actually? Can we scrape the agency, organization, name, copy? Do we have this? Okay, so let's consider the agency as well. So agency and car.css. Yeah, so well, I can just probably make use of this sort of thing, but just use this selector instead of this one, and that's the span, I guess, right? What? Okay, maybe it's a div. No, it's a span. Organization name. Wondering what is this image all about? No, it's the image for an agency, not what we need definitely. I'm wondering why it doesn't extract the data from the span of class organization name. This is strange, to be honest. So okay. Well, so what was wrong here? So why can't I replace? Oh, maybe some are not available there. So if we make it like, okay, so agency is not available all along the way. That's the reason why we will do this separately. So here I say extract agency name, and we need to try, and we say features agency. Would it be equal to what we got over in here? And okay, now this would probably give us an error, I guess. Yeah, so how can I okay, so let's go. Okay, like this, and well, I guess I could have probably just don't want to make too long lines of code here, having too long lines of code, because that's kind of weird. So paste and strip and accept pass. Okay, so now some of them are available, some not, so that's literally just enough for our particular case, I guess. So we got the agency. I'm just wondering, is there an easy way to extract this image data? Probably, well, thumbnails is not really the best ever, not the best ever way of doing things, but still, let me try. So item prop image copy. So image URL would be equal to cards CSS image tag with an item prop attribute equals to image media object, and we need the attribute of source, right? And trying to get one as well. Save. Let's have a look. What? Oh, just forgot one little T here. This is weird. So you want to say that this image URLs are not available within the source code. Okay, it is available. Item prop. Okay, item prop just image, and that's it. So let me alter the selector slightly a bit, so we don't need this stuff. Okay. Yeah, now it's nice. So I just want to check that they're out if the image URL is something more or less just fine. Well, not the best ever resolution, but still, at least we got something here. So just for the educational purposes, it's okay. But obviously, on the project, the source code that I've sent already to my client, I didn't get paid for that. Obviously, I did scrape the real size images and really lots of those regarding each particular property. So it's just a simplified version, as already was mentioned here. Okay, so the very sensitive part and the very important part, the price, actually is for some reason incredibly hard to scrape, and let me just try to find a proper way of doing this. I really don't want to extract. Oh, hold on a sec. Is this what I need actually? TP info 3 top ADS description. Hey, hold on a sec. Can I make use of this one? Can I? So okay, I just got a new hope, just like the initial episode of Star Wars back in those days. Okay, so card CSS, and it's a paragraph, so P class of this one, and trying to get a text out of that. Man, please, no, not CSS, get it. Please let me scrape the price. Come on. Oh, nope. I can understand what's gonna. Maybe it's not within the card actually. Div class top ID element. Okay, so how many these guys we have? Okay, not that much again, only 4. So probably it's not the price I've been looking for. Okay guys, so just pause the recording to find a proper way of extracting the price and get back to you then. Okay guys, probably I can't see any way of extracting the price, but trying to parse this weird JavaScript variable just like we did before in one of my previous videos. This is gonna be really tough, I guess, just as it already was before, but nothing much to do. So I try to extract price, and first so actually it's not yet a price extraction, so extract JSON data from script tag, and I say script equals we can do this from, I guess we can use another indentation level like right over here, because we not obviously need to do this within the loop over the cards, because this is the only script we need. So response.css and script, and also we need script.get for script in this if we're looking for the script containing exactly this DMS JSON. So copy, paste. In script.get or hold on a sec, yeah, probably. So I just want to print the script to make sure we did extract actually the proper script there. Okay, and JSON data region. So now we need to make slightly a bit more parsings here. Yeah, I guess this is it. So, oh my god, so many bugs are crawling my keyboard on the laptop. The real world bugs, not the program bugs. Okay, let's try a split. So extract JSON. I just did this. Okay, so JSON part of the script, and script will be equal to script.split by this stuff, and let's take the very last element, and also I want to split by the end of the variable, and extract the very first element and append what we just taken away. So hold my breath and try to get the script. What? List object has no attribute split. You kidding me, man? Okay, let's go step by step again. What? Oh, sorry. So not the script, but I guess we need to specify the element. Okay, now it seems to be just perfectly well, and now let's try to parse our script. So parse JSON data, and I would say script equals JSON loads, and now the moment of truth would come, So if it actually converts to JSON object, yeah, it doesn't. I'm not surprised. Okay, extracted. So okay, but I'm just wondering what was wrong there. I don't understand what it doesn't like here. Oh, maybe this like. Okay, now it works perfectly well. So let me. Oh no, it doesn't. Wait a sec, I just removed the semicolon, and now it seems like it does. Okay, so let me just try to store this script to the local file, so I can say with open script.json. I want to write the file stream as file f.write and JSON dumps and the script indentation equals to 2 spaces. So let's have a look. Okay, now we got our script data being slightly bit parsed, and well, I can't see any. Unfortunately, I can't see any valuable information here. I thought that the price was actually here in this TMS data. I'm just wondering, maybe there are lots of this like scripts. Well, we don't have a price, right? Do we? Yeah, I guess we just kind of don't. Do we have a price here? Oh, really? Come on. Okay, so let's unquote this string, basically search results. So perform some more processing here. So parse search results, and I would say script search, how they call basically search results like this. Okay, search results, what else would be equal to exactly the same, but I need to say url lib dot parse dot unquote and this stuff. And now we can write this again. So is this now, hold on a sec, did this change something? Okay, just well, basically we need only the script search results. We don't need anything else, right? If there is a valuable price. Key error search results. I'm really wondering what kind of key error could have been here. This is script. Oh, TMS data. Yeah, so script TMS data equals to, yeah, like this. Script TMS data. Yeah, now this should work, I guess, I hope. And let's have a look at the script. Okay, so we can try to actually JSON loads this guy, right? Let's try to JSON loads this guy instead. So script. Well, what if we just make hold on a sec. Script equals JSON loads and like this. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, now we did. Okay, so we got the initial price 10840, and is that the initial one? Do we have many scripts actually with this like data? Okay, let's try to print. Okay, so the list index is out of range, which means that probably we don't have that many. But hold on a sec, I can just search this kind of way to make sure. Okay, it's the only one, really the only one. So this is even more weird and strange in this case. Yeah, living this tutorial without the price getting scraped would be absolute disaster. So what this price regards to? Oh, hold on a sec. Do we have? Is this a list? Hold on. So this is a list, right? And we have different titles, different prices, and say this one. Okay. So the location. Is this the first element? I'm really wondering. Some URL. Nope. Okay. So the length of this should be 24, I guess. Let's just try to figure that out as well. Okay, so please print the len of the script. Yeah, it should be 24. Come on. 25. Well, still this should be like the number of. Okay, and land of the features. Six only. Oh, that's because, yeah, sorry, just did a really weird stuff. So let's create the feature list here. Yeah, I guess this should work now. So features. Let's rename this one to feature actually. And okay. And append feature to feature list and features and feature save. Okay, let's have a look at the length features again. 24. Well, it's not exactly the same, but still more or less like kind of fine. I just want now to, so title, address, locality. Okay, price, find 16649. Do I have anything similar? Okay, 16649. Next should be 849. Yeah, 849,435. Okay, 435. Perfect. So these are the prices. I don't know, probably, so some of those is a bit weird. So let's see the very last one. So the last price should be 1498, and here, well, we got a year, so 1498. Okay, perfect. So I'm just wondering regarding the very first price, which seems to be slightly a bit weird, to be honest. But maybe it's just not the exact one. Okay, so let me just try a little trick here. Well, obviously this might not be extracted at some point. I'm just wondering if we need to try accept this stuff or not. So okay. Okay. So what we done here was actually to parse search results. Okay, and now we need to loop over card indexes, so I can say for index in range from 0 to the length of the features. Okay, and features price should be equal to script, and then script index and price. Okay, script indexed by the index. Well, we can call this already not a script, so this is the script, right? But this one already would have been better to call like JSON data, copy, paste, and this one would be search results, and JSON data here, and copy search results. Well, I really doubt that it will work now, but let's see. Price as well, and let's try local variable search results reference before assignment. Line 171 here. Oh, so let's give this JSON data actually. Yeah, we can do that, so we can do this right over here. Okay, 174. very, very strange. So let's try to print search results should be a list. Well, so why can't we print search results indexed by the index? Price. I don't know what was wrong there, basically. Oh, because, oh, obviously features indexed by the index and the price respectively. Okay. What is our... Yeah, I just want to print features indexed by the index. Okay. Okay, now we got our prices. So what is this, like exclusive penthouse? Is this the very last element? Yeah, exclusive penthouse is 1498. And here we got, oh, I guess the prices shifted slightly a bit, so I guess here we need to say index +1. Yeah, now it matches. So 1498, same this one, so 275. Same this one, 1693. This one. Okay, so now we got our prices match each other. Just wondering regarding the first one. For some reason, it's not exactly so. It's not exactly the same as we got over in here, but well, who knows why this happening? I'm not sure really. So, oh, actually, yeah, we're getting like, oh, hold on a sec. Top 2.5. Okay, this one, Maisonette, Wolfgang, Maisonette, Wolfgang, 649. Okay. Oh, it's kind of different being displayed here. So we have instead absolutely different. Yeah, so it's not what displayed here, but what is within the source code. So just some advertisement or something. I don't know. So this data should be just fine. Okay, so here we are basically, and okay, as far as we got our data been extracted nicely. Well, I'm not sure regarding the currency. Let me just have a look at the site. It doesn't really specify the currency to be honest. So yeah, I can just leave it like so. I could have also add these points, but well, probably I will just leave the price as is, and that's kind of it. So okay, now we don't need to print anything to console at all, and now let's actually try to write here. I just want to try to write to okay, so as far as we're gonna be writing to CSV, let's do this. So we'll Willhaben and CSV, and I just want to append the file stream. Okay, and also create some ant was growling my keyboard. Okay, so create a CSV dictionary writer is what we need now. So I create a writer that would be equal to csv.dictWriter, and it would take 2 arguments, the file stream followed by the features indexed by the index and keys. We need the keys for as the column names, and just specify the field names to make sure we're dealing with the field names, and append in the file stream, right? And now we need to write CSV row. So simply saying writer dot write row and features index by the index. And I'll hold my breath and try to run this one more time. Yeah, I need to import the CSV to make it work. I did provide the field names, come on. Oh, field names, sorry. Okay, and we'll have in CSV. Well, it seems to make sense. Let's have a look at this guy within the LibreOffice to make sure it looks like appropriately. Okay, it takes quite a bit of time. So, okay. So we got our name, title, like price, I guess. Yeah, square meters, floor area, address or location, then the title and the image URL. So I just also want to provide, let me just try to print this field names. Okay. Yeah, we'll join these guys, right? Copy, and I just want to provide this once at the very beginning here. So just when we start our request, or maybe here within the init, it's just fine. So init CSV file, output file, and Willhaben Willhaben.csv. Now write the file stream as file f.write join, and now our list, just to make it more readable. I'll add some new lines here, and also we can say plus the new line, right? Okay, let's try to run this again and see our CSV. Hold on a sec. I'm not sure why. It should be Willhaben. Okay. Should it be overridden? Am I not appending here? I do append actually. Oh, that's because I didn't yet call the entire scraper. That's why it's not working. So yeah, it's just fine. This should work when I uncomment all of this stuff. And basically, I guess now it's time. So so pagination will make use of this still. I'm not yet that sure whether to use the 24 per page or 25. Okay, so now we don't need this selector stuff, so we can make use of our postcodes and count. And yeah, I will now provide some debugging information. So print debug info, and we can print postcode and the postcode itself, and then count out of and the number of postcodes. So here we say postcode and count and len of self postcodes. Save. So let's have a look what we got here. Okay, type error, can only concatenate a list, not string to list. Okay. Oh, what have I done? Man, what have I done? Obviously, this should be right over in here. Save. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, now we get title, price, floor error, location, agency, image URL, and all our data. Well, I like this pretty much. So seems to be exactly what we're looking for actually. So let me just inspect this response one last time, and then we'll go to crawling the pagination basically. So title, okay, perfect. Yeah, and floor area, price, agency, image URL. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied at this point. So now one little more interesting part is handling the pagination. So handle pagination crawling here, and we'll go within the try except. So well, actually let's accept the exception because there might be some errors. So accept exception as e print and printing our error. Okay, and also I guess even like, well, let's just leave this like so. So what we need to do here. So let me think. So well, first of all, let's extract the number of total pages. So extract search results number, and I already had the search results variable here, unfortunately. Well, but I guess, is this safe to use it again? I'm just wondering. let's call this found results to make sure it has a different name. So found results, and now I need to extract this this kind of part, and sometimes it might have a dot within itself. So just to bear that in mind, obviously. So we will need to replace it. Okay, let me just inspect this guy. And so this is the span class search count and ID search count. Let's find this by ID. So response dot CSS span ID equals to search count text and get, and also I want to replace any dots if available with nothing, and I also want to convert this to string. Okay, because we'll need to perform some calculations on this variable. So let's try to print found results, and yeah, just to make it a bit easier to find. Oops. Okay, so name response is not defined. It's not defined. Okay. Okay, find 406. Okay, so if any dot would be encountered, it would be taken away, just to properly convert this kind of number of results to the integer. And now we need to divide this found results by 24, because so let me just explain. So calculate total pages to crawl number. Okay, so here just total pages would be equal to found results divided by 24, and let's try this total pages and see how many we got there. So it's not, so let's say and we need to convert this to integer, right? Okay, so 16. Now let's go to page number 16. So and page equals to 16. So we still got something here. Okay, let's try the page number 17. Seems to be available as well, and the page number 18 shouldn't have been available. Okay. Okay, perfect. So here we need to say the total page is this plus 1, and the final would be, yeah, so okay. Okay. Now we need to do what else? What else do we need to do here? So now we need to increment current page counter. So I say self dot current page plus equals 1. Now we need to init string query parameters. Hold on a sec, I'm just thinking how it's better to be done here. So okay, string query parameters. So I can say self.params and the page would be equal to self.current page. Okay, and now we need to generate next page URL. So, well, I guess I can use this params that because they already has been initialized to, where were they initialized actually? Okay, within, so after crawling through the postcode. Okay, so I guess we can say like, so the next page would be equal self dot base URL plus urllib dot parse dot URL encode self dot params, and I just want to print the next page to make sure we've generated a valid link. So next page. Okay, page number 2. Now let's try this one and see if we actually get to the destination page. Okay, I guess we do get there. Perfect. Okay, so which means that we can actually now make a recursive call to crawl the next page. I'm just wondering, so we're looking for so we need to pass the postcode and count within the meta container. So I just grab this one, and here I would say if so no, not like this. Check if next page is available, right? So we can say if self.current page is less equals than tool pages. In this case, we want to say crawl next page URL and paste this stuff over here. With the only difference of we are calling the self or SCRAPY, but just we need to say response follow instead. I guess this should be nice. And before that, I just want to print debug info again. This time this is the pagination, so print, and let's say page out of pages, and here so we'll use self current page and tool pages, right? I guess this is it. So let me check this one last time basically. So also, just in order to avoid getting banned, let me just provide a couple of custom settings here. So I would like to say custom settings. This is again a Python dictionary. So we have concurrent requests per domain equal to 1, and also download delay also equal to 1. 1 second. So otherwise you just get weird results. Trust me, I already tried that in my real world project regarding this site. So these delays are absolutely essential here, because you always should respect the policies, the crawling policies of every single site you're trying to extract data from, and the information regarding the crawling policies can be found within the robots.txt file. What I mean by saying that, if you just duplicate this kind of stuff and remove all this and just type robots.txt and then scroll down here, you see like crawl delay equals to 1. It regards to this Yahoo bot and this MSN bot, but you know, like this just this is for our scraper. This is valid for our scraper as well, so just to bear that in mind. Okay guys, now I hold my breath and I will try to run this again. So we got a postcodes, response script is not that much. Okay, so hopefully this file is about to be overwritten. Okay, and let's go and see what happens there. So nothing happens. Module SCRAPY has no, obviously it doesn't have, so not SCRAPY follow, I'm sorry. Response.follow, okay. Error next postcodes is not defined. Yeah, obviously because we're crawling not the next postcode but the next page instead. That's why the copy pasting is a bad thing. String indices must be integers. Now this is interesting error. What do you mean by saying this? Well, we were trying to crawl through the page number 2 string indices, but where's at which line at least? Oh, sorry. So this time it would be just the bare postcode. Now it should work. So page 2 again, something wrong. Features index, price list index out of range, 201. Yeah, this is possible actually. This is possible. So to okay, so let's actually try this and accept path. So okay, now we're crawling through the pages. Okay, perfect. So within the single given postcode we're crawling through the pages. Nice. And let's have a look at the data. Okay, now we got much more data. Perfect, just perfect. Okay guys, so yeah, actually if I now just get rid of this break statement, it would take ages before I believe before it so it would be started. It would start. Well, let's see. What am I talking about? Let's basically see if it works. I guess it would take really lots of time. But still, okay, we don't need this exception anymore. So I just want to get rid of this. It's not good when client sees these exceptions. As Python Zen claims, errors shouldn't pass quietly unless they're muted intentionally. So this is the intentional muting of the errors. So I guess this is just fine. Okay, so hold my breath and run this again. So crawling through the very first. So now he's crawling through the different postcodes as well, and at the same time through the different pages. So every postcode, as you can see here, it contains like a different range of the pages. So this is kind of it. And let's have a look at our data. So is this being populated? Yeah, it's already collected a lot of data. Okay, as far as I don't really need to scrape this data, then basically I just stop the script, and we already did extract quite a lot of information. So 539 elements here, and I just want to one last time I just want to have a look at the results CSV file in the LibreOffice. So this is quite a pretty big job that we've done here. Okay, so really lots of titles. Well, this is a bit weird. Maybe this regards to one same, or maybe not. Okay, so list got the titles, got the prices, got the floor area, location, agency if available, and the link URL. So this is kind of it, guys. Yeah, this is kind of it. So this is it for this tutorial. I'm sorry for it took slightly bit longer compared to how I intended this to take, but nevertheless we've gone through very important parts in this scraper, and even on my real world web scraping projects I wasn't really writing this crawling logic myself. Instead I was using just already written patterns that I was using in my code for one of my clients, and here I just really wanted to literally write everything myself to just show you guys how exactly this is done, basically. So first we're looping over the range of postcodes that are taken from this postcodes to JSON file, and this is done over here within the start request. And then for every postcode we're trying to parse the cards data, and here within the cards data first we're extracting the feature list available, trying to extract agency if available. Then we're extracting the JSON data from the script tag available on every single page there, which have a list of the search results where we're extracting the price from. So quite pretty complicated, but still. So as far as we got the search results, we're looping over the indexes within the length of the feature, and we're assigning the features price element from first to the very last one. We assign the corresponding search result index, and as we have already checked that they match perfectly well, so no problem here, even though for some reason the search results is longer by one element, but still we're using this index +1, which makes perfect sense for us. So also we try accept this block because, well, so just to ensure that no index errors would be occurred over here. So then we're trying to handle the pagination available within every single postcode. So first we're scraping the number of found results, then we're converting this to the integer and divided by 24, which is the number of cards per page, adding 1 to make the actual number of total pages, then incrementing the current page, then initializing the string query parameters, generating the next link, the next page URL using the base URL, and encoding the self parameters with the updated page. And then if actually the current page is less than equal to the total pages, that means that we are within the range of the available pages to scrape data from. In this case we're yielding another response follow, which is literally another request, and actually we're using the next page URL that we've just generated, forwarding the metadata recursively to the parse cards method, which is called recursively here again, and we're going through until we hit the maximum number of pages scrolled. And so this is kind of it, very simple. Okay guys, so I hope you learned something interesting out of this tutorial, so until next time, and take care.